France in an effort to convert the Indians to Christianity. These missions were supported by farming communities and military forts, giving Spain a solid presence in the West. Eventually, Spain's colonial territories stretched across the south from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific coast. Shuffling empires during the 1700s and 1800s. The major powers of Europe, and then the newly formed United States of America struggled with each other for control of North America. The following chart details some of the major occurrences in the early years of empire building. Date 1763. Treaty of Paris. Nations involved: France, England, Spain. 1795 Treaty of San Lorenzo. Nations involved: United States, Spain. 1800 Treaty of San Ildefonso. Nations involved: Spain, France. 1802 Violation of Treaty of San Lorenzo. Nations involved: Spain, United States. 1803 Louisiana Purchase. Nations involved: France, United States. 1819 Adams-Onis Treaty. Spain, United States. Nations involved. Outcome: having lost the French and Indian War, France divides her territory between England and Spain. The Mississippi River becomes the border between the U.S. and the Spanish colonies. Spain agrees to leave the port of New Orleans open for American trade. Spain gives the Louisiana Territory to France on the condition that they not sell it or give it to an English-speaking nation, i.e. Great Britain or the United States. Spain violates the Treaty of San Lorenzo by closing New Orleans to American trade. The Spanish reopened the port later, but as a result, the U.S. pushes harder to buy Louisiana from the French. France violates the Treaty of San Ildefonso and sells the Louisiana Territory to the United States. was certainly a goal to create a barrier to stop the English from spreading their colonial empire westward. Eventually, French claims include Acadia in Canada, the Great Lakes area, the Gulf Coast, and the Mississippi River Valley, whose base was New Orleans, a thriving community settled equally by the Europeans, Indians, and Africans. This map of the city of New Orleans from 1744 during the French colonial period shows the city was planned on a European model grid system with large central plazas. French relations with the Indians. Unlike other colonial powers, the French did not enslave American Indians to take over their land. The French fur trade relied on Indians interested in exchanging furs for manufactured goods such as iron tools, wool blankets, and firearms. Also, the French Jesuits who established missions treated Indians more kindly than did the Spanish friars and did not use them as farm laborers. This level of friendship was not true for all tribes. However, for instance, conflict with the Natchez Indians led to the French to destroy the entire tribe. England's colonies. The first French colonies in New England were started by Puritans, a religious sect seeking the freedom to worship as they chose. Their large numbers and hard work led to prosperity, and the English rulers recognized the colony's economic potential. By 1650, England had established a dominant position in the New World. Squantoin, the first Thanksgiving. Imaginary surprise when the Pilgrims met an Indian who spoke English. Squanto had been captured by slave traders, but he escaped and returned to New England. Excuse me. He was among those who helped the Pilgrims survive. In 1621, the Pilgrims invited more than 90 Indian guests to the feast to give thanks. The Pilgrims at Plymouth in 1690. The struggling for survival after establishing their settlement of Plymouth, the Pilgrims suffered and starved through their first winter. In the spring, friendly Wampanoag Indians showed the surviving Pilgrims how to grow corn, beans, squash, and pumpkins, foods that didn't exist in Europe. In 1630, Plymouth drew more than 1,000 new settlers who arrived with supplies and farm animals. The settlers formed Massachusetts Bay Colony. By 1640, 20,000 more colonists had followed their lead. The First Indian Wars. As the New England colonies expanded, Christian community, even though the girls later admitted to making the story up. 19 women were found guilty of witchcraft and hanged, and one man was crushed to death by heavy boulders. Have a good night.